Good morning everyone, the MMDA are back in Baclaran. It might look a little bit messy, but actually it's a lot better than usual. I just saw that guy with no helmet. Further down the road, all of the vendors are gone except for those that are permitted by the barangay. I'll cut in some footage now to show you what that looks like. Right now they're trying to move on these vendors. This is really a trouble area near the train station. A lot of people like to go here, the vendors, because it's very easy to get customers, but the commuters are always complaining about it. Especially because one, they get harassed by the vendors, two, they have to walk through the road, and three, the jeepneys won't go here anymore because they can't pass through, so it makes life more difficult for the commuters. Right now you can see they're rolling away their stuff because they're worried about it being confiscated. Of course that does happen, although it's quite rare. Over there you can see the PMP. They've supplied a team to support the MMDA today, provide protection and keep public order. It's always useful to have the PMP by their side. It's just a disaster, but I don't know, just keep trying to make things better. More vendors on the sidewalk over here, but they might also be approved by the barangay. They have basically said that it's okay to use the sidewalks, same with the city, so I just verified now. Apparently these vendors are on the sidewalk and the road are permitted by the city. Apparently they're even permitted by the MMDA. So this is interesting. The guy that previously identified himself as the Sultan of this area is now wearing a shirt that says Kagawad. Kagawad? Yeah. Really?
I'm assistant.
Okay. And you can see this guy's going around collecting up the extension leads again, running power through the middle. Again, who knows who's paying for that electricity. I'm sure it's not the vendors, although I'm sure people are collecting money from them, so perhaps in one way or another they are paying for it. So right now the vendors are rolling their carts away, but as I've said in the past, it's kind of a waste of time because they'll push them down this little street, then when the MMDA leave they'll roll them out again, and here's a direct side effect. These motorcycle riders want to go down this road, but now it's impossible because it's full of their carts, the vendor carts. The thing is, all the roads around here are the same basically. The smaller roads just aren't possible because of the vendors storing their stuff. I mean, this one is obviously overcrowded right now because they've just moved them there temporarily, but there are other roads that are dedicated to storage like this. And over here you can see they're taking down this canopy. What will happen during the afternoon or even evening is that they'll extend that out into the road, and then it makes it difficult for vehicles to pass. So they'll cut it down and put it on the back of the truck.
May pera ba kami? Din sana nasa mall na kami ngayon. Oh, yun ang pinakamasakit sa amin. Lagi kayo nagsasabing laging may pera.
Dito may binabanggit, di ba?
Wala kaming binabanggit na pera.
Ikaw hindi, wala kang binanggit.
Pag tayong laging, pag nasa tama tayo, malaging may camera. Pero kapag kami silang nasa panig namin, wala kaming nakita nung nagsalita kami nung nag-demolish, wala po kayong sinabing ipapalabas sa TV, walang naglabas ng TV. Pero pag nasa mali kami, puro nasa harap ko ng camera, hindi.
Bakit sinasabi ba namin sa camera?
Ikaw ang nag-bakit, sir, na laging may pera. Lagi niyo kami hinahanapan ng butas na para lumabas na may pera dito para hindi na kayo paglatag. Tinatanggal na nga po, sir. Pero
tanggalin nyo na.
Nagsabi ako na patanggalin ko. Pero ang napakasakit sa amin. Sobra. Ang dami namin sobra sa amin.
Sumunod kayo.
Opo, sumusunod po
kayo
kami.
para hindi kayo masaktan, di ba?
Sumusunod po kami, hindi kami nananakit, wala kami sinasaktan. Hindi.
Sabi mo nasasaktan ka,
kasi
di ba?
Hindi nahulugan po ako ng bakal sa ulo. O nakita niyo, di ba, yung kahoy na malaki. Sabi ko, saglit lang po dahil hindi ako makahinga. Anong sinasabi niyo? Lagi po kayo nagbabanggit ng pera, nagbibigay kami ng pera.
Binanggit ko ba kanina ng pera?
Ngayon po.
Ngayon lang?
Oo, kasi wala akong ano, pero laging may camera. Pero pag mula sa tama kami, wala pong lumalabas. Totoo.
Hindi kumuha ka ng camera para
hindi naman ako ano, kasi wala po kami butas sa inyo. Wala po kami panalo sa inyong lahat kasi kami po ay hamak na mahirap lang.
Hindi hamak
totoo
na mahirap. Sumunod ka para matapos
po kami,
tayo,
sir.
diba?
Pero ang tanong, pag kami ang
kung sumunod ka, anong sabi mo sa akin ng Webes?
Alam namin lagi may camera pag kayo nasa tama, pero pag kami ang nasa tama, walang lumalabas sa camera.
Hindi, usapan tayo. Di ba sabi mo nung Webes, tanggalin mo to?
Hindi naman kayo mananalo kahit anong sabihin namin, wala kayong panalo.
Hindi, tanong ko sa'yo, tinanggal mo ba to?
Nung una si Sir Ruas.
Tinanggal mo ba to? O, anong sabi niya?
Laging siya ang laging nasusunod dito, pero wala nga. Ako, tingnan nyo, tumayo po kayo dito, pag ganun dito. Punta kayo ng kabila, napakaliit ng daanan doon sa amin, kahit dalawang truck pa yan.
Saan kabila?
Yan, sa Pinbi.
May inassign ako na tao, nandiyan si Colonel Rojas.
Sobrang sakit lang, nagsalita siya sa nung isang dimulis mo. Lahat ng gusto naming sabihin, binabangkit ang presidente, kahit na ano, pero wala kaming sinabi. Sakit, sabi ko lang, saglit lang siya, tingnan yung ulo ko na mag-ao.
Over here they just stopped this motorcycle rider, unfortunately not wearing a helmet. So they'll issue him a ticket. That's actually 1,500. Plus he's wearing slippers, so that's another 500. Kind of expensive. And over here, I think they're pushing back these vendors. It's just like being in Green Hills, to be honest. That's why when people say, oh, they're just struggling vendors, you have to wonder, because this does not look like the kind of product sold by struggling vendors. I mean, just down the road there is a cell phone shop on the sidewalk. They're selling cell phones. So I don't know, when they say this is a livelihood program, I wonder, like I said before, I wonder whose livelihood they're talking about. The thing is, the sidewalks disappear, the roads become more narrow, traffic gets worse, commuters have a hard time. There's a lot of problems with this. The only thing that the MMDA are doing is making them push back any extensions, but otherwise it is approved. And the same thing on the other side here, these are all allowed. Again, a common complaint by commuters because it makes it very hard to get around this area, to get to the train station and everything like that. But if I was a vendor here, I think rather than just sitting around doing nothing, I would just collect up all of this trash. Oh, you might as well clean up and try and make the place look a little bit better. Do you notice any difference today? You can see the Dunkin' Donuts and you can see all the other stores, you can see Max's. The vendors are all gone. If you look at the guy over there, the big guy, that's Francis Martinez. He's the head of the sidewalk clearing team. I guess he must have worked his magic, because I'm not exactly sure how he did it, but he's done it. And if it could stay like this, wow, that would be amazing. Imagine how many vehicles could pass through this area. It would hugely reduce traffic. Over here is the Abner of Baclaran. It looks like they're doing some kind of interview. Let's get in there. Excuse me.
Yun na, wala nang, hindi na nababago yun. Kasi mahirap tayong sumaway kung anong pinagkasunduan doon.
Kasi ang sinasabi ko nga kay General, kay Sir, yung grupo mo nga minsan, hapon pa lang nakalampas na. Ang instruction sa akin ni Sir, kunan mo ng picture at patatawag ka nga.
Kaya nga, yun ang pinag-usapan namin. Sabi ko, wala namang problema. Nasabi ko pa kay Kernel, yun yung hindi ko makontrol, hindi ko pang akuan yun. Alam mo naman kung sino hindi ko makontrol.
Buti nagkakaintindihan
So ayaw ko na rin marinig yung pangalan ng kung sino-sino na kinausap mo na pinayagan.
Kung sinasabi, hindi, ang sinasabi ko lang kung anong pinag-usapan namin. Kasi alam naman ni Francisco ang anong pinag-usapan dun eh.
Ang pinag-usapan dito, hanggang dyan lang kami sa
Barricade,
loob.
di ba?
Oo.
Pag lumampas,
Kaya pinatanggal ko yan noon dahil walang barricade.
Sa December yun, alam naman na December yun, pinagbibigyan panahon pa ni Orbus. Siya ang naglagay dyan.
Ang nangyari nga, nung before Christmas, saka before New Year, ang reklamo ng mga tao, wala nang madaanan. So, talaga nagpatanggal kami dito kasi nasakop na. Yung one lane dito, nawala na, nakuha na.
Wala na.
Ha? Hindi na rin na-control niya. Kami na, hindi niya na-control nung nandito. Grabe yung nagtitinda rito ng New Year. Kaya kami mismo, kami na rin ang nag-traffic.
Kasi ang nangyari dyan, pag gumit na yung Paranaque, gumit na di sila. Yun ang sinusundan nilang yung Paranaque. Yun ang nangyari.
Yung pinaka-boss nila dito, di dapat ikaw yung pakinggan, di ba?
Mismo kayong authority MMD, nasasaway. Ako pa kaya na isang tinuturo lang na isang grupong leader. Dami ng sasaway mo.
Natin, ha? Pag lumampas, amen. Wala na tayong pag-uusapan. Baka mamaya, pupunta na naman kayo sa office, kukunin yung paninda. Wala nang saulian.
Wala naman akong inano ng ganun eh. Pag nasabi ko na doon kung anong pinag-usapan natin, yun ang sinusunod ko. Kasi hindi na pwede na kung anong pinag-usapan natin nila dyan. Pagdating natin yung magkaharap tayo, magsinungaling ako sa harap kasi nakakaya naman. Kung anong pinag-usapan, yun ang pinaninindigan. Kung anong pag-usapan natin tatlo, kasi kay General. Kasi siya naman ang nagbibigay sa atin ng instruction kung anong gagawin natin eh. Hindi naman pwede tayo magpas kung anong pinag-usapan natin doon.
Basta malinaw
Yun
na
lang.
yan, ha?
Okay na, galit ha.
Okay.
Wala namang problema eh.
Oo.
Kaya nga, sabi nga ni Sir, mag-usap po yung president. Sabi ko, Sir, hindi konti lang hindi namin pagkakanoan minsan eh. Talagang kahit siya mismo, nagagalit na sa pagsaway. Sabi mo, walang problema. Importante magkakasundo eh. Magkakasundo naman kami. Hindi na kami nagtatalo-talo eh. Yun lang. Sige, Sir.
So ikaw na lang mag-maintain dito ha.
Kanin ako. Hindi, Sir, hindi pwede na ako.
Sir, punta kayo dito, nag-extend sila.